गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। हरि ओम। First of all, I congratulate the team led by Brahmacharins Shubhani and Akalka for conceiving this beautiful project of bringing out a book on the topic of the woman seeker. Many times we find there are books which deal with many male seekers, but we should know there are very many women who have really reached the great heights of spirituality. There are countless people in this world, and how to classify them? To classify, there should be a criteria. And here we try to do so on the basis of spiritual life, you call, or spiritual evolution. How in one's life the spiritual seeking begins is always a mystery. Every person is very unique and it begins in different ways. First of all, I'll try to tell the classification. There are 4 types of people. The first category is called Baddha, with a bound, where the person is totally ignorant of this spiritual aspect of life, whether man or woman. And in this state, the complete identification is with the body. There is a sense of doership, prompted by many desires. Persons want to enjoy the world of objects. Then sometimes happy, sometimes unhappy, and the life goes on. Then there comes a time when it will come, how it will come, we do not know. Sometimes because of some tragedies striking the person, sometimes because of attending some spiritual discourse, satsang, a thought, sometimes because of the past lives, many samskars they manifest. By God's grace, many factors can be there. A person starts feeling, what kind of life I am leading? Is this my lot? Now happy and now unhappy, now elated, now dejected. I want to be free from this. The second stage is called a stage of a mumukshu. Person wants to be free. Free from what? Generally, when a person goes through some suffering, sorrows, and then a person thinks, why I am unhappy? Suppose because of lack of money, I am suffering. Person thinks, if I get lot of money, all my problems will be solved. Then only he or she realizes actually more problems begin at that time. When person realizes that this ad hoc basis, life will not go on. So this so-called worldly joy also is really problem and also is sorrow. Then real mumukshuta begins. Then if that desire is strong, the person doesn't keep quiet, thinks, I must do something to release myself from that. And then comes the stage of a sadhaka, a seeker. Not happy only with the worldly pleasures or anything, but wants to know what the real truth is. And when that seeking begins, by God's grace, circumstances also become conducive. Person gets the guidance from teachers, scriptures, and all that. And if that seeking also is genuine, the person reaches the state of being a siddha, perfect, an enlightened, realized person. So the baddha, mumukshu, sadhak, and siddha. One is ignorant, seeker of liberation, then actually seeking that knowledge and attaining it. These are the four classifications. But remember, it's not that the one who is bound always remains bound. Only the bound only will become a mumukshu. Mumukshu will become a sadhak. And the sadhak only can become siddha. But this is one idea. I will speak about this little differently also. In the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says there are 4 types of devotees. Artho jidnyasu artharthi jnani. Artha. Artha means the one who is in distress. Artharthi, desirous of some wealth. Jidnyasu means desires of knowledge. And jnani, man of enlightenment. Now here also you can see some gradations. It is not someone who is in distress always, all there remains a distress only. Now that distress also can be of different nature. In the beginning, it can be only worldly sorrows and all that also can be. But one is very high kind of distress. To give an example, the woman saint, Mirabai's name is very famous. She was a Rajkumari, born in that family, married also in that royal family. Was she suffering from poverty? Any kind of physical ailment? No. But right from childhood, she got that wonderful idea when she saw a marriage procession. And she asked mother, who is my husband? And mother said, you know that Krishna is your husband. And she took it so seriously. मेरे तो गिरिधर गोपाल दूसरो न कोई. And that longing was so intense She says, सूली ऊपर सेज हमारी सोवन किस विधि हो. Now there are no worldly kind of problems or sorrows or difficulties in her life, but that longing to meet that Bhagavan. Where is that Bhagavan? She says, even though sleeping in a wonderful bed, but she says, on the bed of thorns or nails that I am just sleeping, how can I be comfortable? And Gagan Mandal par sej piya kiya. And that Bhagavan is in Gagan Mandal, the sky, and I am here. What kind of distress? It is not because of worldly kind of thing. भव सागर में बही जात हूँ, बेगी मारी सुध लीजो जी. I am continuously drowning in this ocean of samsara. Oh Lord, quickly pay attention to me and meet me quickly. And mila bichhado mat dijo ji. And once you meet me, please don't go away from me. Let me not suffer the pang of separation there. What is this distress? This artata which comes from the heart. Rajkumari, and in her case this is happening. And when such a artata comes, that distress comes, then that person becomes artharthi. Desires of wealth, not of this wealth. What kind of wealth? The real paramartha. That wealth, that gain, which doesn't suffer loss. All our worldly gains are such that we gain and we lose them. And in the gain of one thing, there is loss of another thing. But the paramartha law, the absolute gain is such, which itself doesn't get lost. And in the gain of it, nothing else also is lost. That's called artharthi. Normally, artharthi will think of seeking wealth. And then, what a wonderful thing happened in her case also. Because when that longing was so intense, she wanted that real thing. Artha, arthati, jidnyasu, that when will I get that? And Guru comes in life. And she gets the real wealth. And what she says, Payo ji maine Ram Ratan Dhan payo. Vastu amolika di mere Sadguru. And my Guru has given me that most invaluable, precious wealth. There is no question of losing it. Nobody can steal it. It goes on growing more and more. She said, I found Hari mero jivan pran adhar. That Hari is, Bhagavan is my only support of jivana pran. And just see, in Artha Avastha, she was saying, Bhava sagar mein bahi jata hoon. I am drowning, getting carried away in the ocean of samsara. And the same Meera, when she finds the Guru, she finds that knowledge. And what she says, Bhava sagar to sukh gaya hai. Fikart nahi mohe tarana ki. By Guru's grace, what has happened? All that ocean of samsara is dried up. Now they no worry, no anxiety how to cross it. Now see, you can see the stages. This distress is most benign. This longing to belong to that Bhagavan only, no one else. Mira's name, Mirabai's name is so famous, so well known. Here is one. Now you see, on the other hand, there was a very young, bright like lightning, Muktabai, in Maharashtra. Sant Nivruttinath, Jnaneshwar, Sopandev, and the youngest sister, youngest but most bright. What to talk of her? Born Mukta only. Bijli like. Her spiritual status is so great. That was Jnaneshwar, elder brother, felt very hurt because of this, some social taunting and all this behavior, and closed himself in a room. And she says, tells him, your name is Jnaneshwar, and world is like this only. Open this door, come out. What is her status? There was a great yogi, Changdev Maharaj. Because of his yoga, hatha yoga, abhyas, he lived for 1400 years or something. And still he had no knowledge. And this little girl gave upadesh to him. And Jnaneshwar Maharaj also gave. What happened? All these three brothers took samadhi in different places, different times. But as far as this Muktabai is concerned, there was lightning and she disappeared. Nobody saw where she went. Mirabai lived a longer life. And the Muktabai, I don't think she reached even the age of 20. Then I tell. Janabai. This Janabai, we don't know who were actually her parents. One couple found her, took care of her, and they had a dream and they told they had to take her to Pandharpur and give it to one family, Damaji Shet, and where their son was Santa Namdev Maharaj. And she was so young girl and she was taken there. What was her identity? She calls herself all the time Namayachi Dasi. I am only servant in that house. I am Dasi of Namdev Maharaj. Vitthal Bhagwan was her friend. If you read your life, Bhagwan used to come, he would comb her hair, and the lice, they come, he used to kill that also. And she used to sweep the floor, and Bhagwan used to come and throw away the dust also, that garbage. Now, I am just giving you just samples. From where, how one goes there, directly seeing, playing, talking to that Vitthal Bhagwan. This inner journey from our state of ignorance to desire for liberation and seeking and attaining that what you call sainthood, Sant Lakshan. All of them became great Sant. What is Sant Lakshan? Titikshava Karudika Sadhavaha Sadhu Bhushanaha. The great saints, they endure their own pain, suffering, never complaining, but most compassionate towards others. Because of that realization, that Lord whom I am worshipping is my own self and the self of all beings. So as I was saying, the Bhagavad Gita I said, Artha, one is in distress. Artharthi, one the real wealth of life. Jidnyasu, desirous of knowledge. Jnani to Atmaiva Mimatam, very state of a Jnani. Bhagavan says, my own self. And when that person realizes that Bhagavan is my own self and self of all beings, Adveshta Sarva Bhutanam Maitra Karunevacha. Loving all beings, no dislike, hatred for anyone. And the Santa Lakshana main is this unconditional, supreme love for God, which manifests in the form of all this compassion and service. It is interesting. What is interesting? We can't love all. So you love that one which is all. And that God is one who is all. So if you love God, you love all. Janabai says, these saints are Bhagwan's eyes, Bhagwan's ears, Bhagwan's hands, Bhagwan's feet. What does it mean? If you want to know, what are we in the eyes of Bhagwan? So to know that, just see what are you in the eyes of great saints. That's the meaning. They are the eyes of Bhagwan. You want to say the prayer to Bhagwan, the saints are the ears of Bhagwan. You tell them and that message will reach Bhagwan. The saints are Bhagwan's mouth. We want to know what Bhagwan wants to say. Listen to these great saints. When they speak, that master's voice, his master's voice, they say. Bhagwan only speaks for them. And they are the hands. of Bhagwan. Means you hold on to the saint, they will take you to Bhagwan. What a beautiful idea. Sant Lakshan. Thus, the journey begins, how it progresses, huh? In every person's life is very different. What is important, when we read all their lives, they should become source of inspiration for us to walk this path. I bow down to all these great women seeker. I don't call them, even the title is seeker, but they are not seeker, they are siddhas. They are great saints. May their grace and blessings be always on all of us. Hari Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.